the politics of that time,
Muslims were aroused by the government telling it is a must.
No, all politicians. I was in college at that time, Mr. Gurumurthy, and I remember that every politician was going hard to get the Muslim vote bank. When the Karsevaks were fired upon by Mulayam Singh Yadav in 1990, and we did a sting operation on a police officer who was then SHO of the Ram Janmabhoomi Thana. He said that the massacre was of countless Hindus, not just 16 people. And he said many Karsevaks were given a burial. He said in Hindi, unko dafnaya gaya. The Karsevaks were denied a cremation. This reality was also buried. Mulayam Singh Yadav, in order to pander to the Muslim vote bank, started saying that we had to teach these Karsevaks the meaning of law. How dare they try to break the masjid? If more people were required to be killed, then the security forces could have done it. So, was Mulayam Singh Yadav competing with the Congress by this time for the Muslim vote bank? And was Narasimha Rao referring to it as a mosque also to pander to the Muslim vote bank?
You see, Mulayam Singh Yadav became the face of Islamic politics in 1990. And he very clearly said that I will not allow Karseva to go on. Not a crow will fly over Ayodhya. And till 10 o'clock, the entire area was sealed off. But by 10:30, 11, thousands of Karsevaks had walked towards that place. And Ashok Shingal, who had gone there on a motorcycle, was hit on his head by a stone. And he became unconscious. The movement was leaderless. Still, the Karsevaks performed the Karseva and many were killed. People say it is the BJP which did it. People say it is the Vishwa Hindu Parishad which did it. It is actually the collective conscience of the Karsevaks who believed in Rama. They did it. They had nothing against anybody. They had nothing against Islam. They only wanted a temple for Rama. Unless you go into that spirit of the Karsevaks, you cannot understand why the Ram Janmabhoomi movement began transforming, paradigm shifting Indian polity. It could not have been done as a top-down movement. It was a bottom-upwards movement. Because Rama resides in the conscience of the people of India, of women, of families, of communities, cutting across castes. Will you believe the Hindu society, which is supposed to be based on Varna Dharma and caste, and oppression of the scheduled caste, the first person to lay stone for the construction of Ram temple was a Harijan from Bihar. You can understand that the Hindu society had become one. The sons, seers, saints were there. When an untouchable, quote unquote untouchable, went and planted the first stone for construction of the Ram temple. Do you mean to say it's a communal movement? It was a caste-based movement. It was a political movement. Even today, unless you go into the roots of what constitutes the Hindu consciousness of India represented by Ram, you can never understand the idea of India. You cannot reject Ram, Ramayana, the entire past, the Vedas, the Upanishads, and construct an Indian narrative. And when Vedas are considered by great Nobel laureates as having answers for modern scientific problems, you reject Vedas as imaginary. You said Vedas did not exist because Saraswati River did not exist. Saraswati River is found to exist, but still Vedas are mere poems. Can poems contain scientific truths? Does anyone look at the Indian narrative with a helicopter view that this is an undated civilization, there's a continuity, and that is what constitutes India? Otherwise, 900 languages, countless number of castes, varying if you put India on the one side and the rest of the world on the other, you see more diversity here than the rest of the world put together. How do you find unity in diversity in India minus Ram, minus our traditions, minus our value systems, minus our mutual tolerance. This is the Indianness which Ram Temple movement reinstated in Indian national life, and it also manifested in politics. You cannot say that the national life will have a core idea which will not be represented in politics. Politics is a mirror of national life. So the entire fake narrative started after 1940, rooted in the partition movement and strengthened by Nehruvian secularism, pandered by the vote bank politics, was demolished on 6th December 1992. In fact, my friend Arun Shuri described that as the first Islamic act of the Hindus.